Hi, this is Jędrzej from StrengthClimbing.com, and in today's episode I'm going to show you an exercise I called active curl finger strength repeaters, an exercise that has an excellent carryover to actual rock climbing and the performance on the wall. I developed it in 2024 for a Lithuanian climber, Michał Koszetkov, who in that year took first place in the Lithuanian National Lead Climbing Championships and second place in the Bouldering Championships. And let's go, boom! To perform the exercise, you'll need a tindeq progressor and a lift block. I use the stone hanger from Nature Climbing, but you can use any other lift block. Something around 20 millimeters will be perfect for this application. In passive exercises, we lock our fingers in a half crimp position, lock our back, trying to overcome the resistance of the edge. This type of exercises allows us to exert more force on the edge, and we seem to be training harder. However, in active exercises, fingers are extended and then we curl them, trying to overcome the resistance of the edge. This engages the forearm muscles better, isolates them, requires less force, so we are actually loading our tendons and ligaments less and engaging our muscles more. That's why this exercise is so effective. Now, the next very important thing about this exercise is the progression. This is a philosophy I took from Steve Bechtel, from his 369 Letters protocol. We can distinguish two types of applications for this exercise. The first application is recruitment pre-training session, or if you're going to the crag. Then I would recommend two warm-up sets, the first one at 60% peak load, the second one at 70% peak load, and then 2 to 3 working sets at 80% peak load. This is enough to recruit our fingers, prime them for our training session, for a day at the crag, without introducing excess fatigue. However, you may use this as a standalone finger strength training session, and then I propose the following progression. Always perform one set at 60%, one set at 70% peak load, and then 5 sets at 80% peak load with 2-minute rests between sets. And as you progress through the training cycle, which could be 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks, you increase the volume of the sets at 80% from 5 to 10, gradually. This is what makes this system so effective. Thanks a lot for watching. I've had many satisfied clients using this protocol, improving their climbing. So best of luck and train smart.